Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we are going to be talking briefly about AAVE and its valuations against Bitcoin and the US dollar. Remember, if you do like this video and the other videos that I make on this channel, be sure to hit the like button down below and also consider subscribing. Um, I want to start this video off by for the record and being as transparent as possible. I do not own this coin. um, and I don't have any intention on buying it. And that isn't to say it's bad that because I'm not buying it. It's more so that I would argue that I somewhat missed the boat on this one, and I'm not looking to hop on this train. Having said that, Aave is a decentralized finance platform. If we look at CoinGecko and use their top 100 DeFi coins, it is number two. It has surpassed Uniswap at a valuation of $489 per token at a market cap of $6 billion, surpassing Uniswap at 5.75. So because of that, it is quite quite the interesting thing we have here going. Um, I didn't expect Aave to surpass Uniswap, but it seems to be the hot ticket item these days. And when we go to like I had DeFi Pulse open. If DeFi Pulse, it is the second largest lending platform measured by total value locked. I believe at $5 billion. Yeah, just at 5 billion, their liquidity is 5 billion. So they're just behind MakerDAO, which is probably more a credit provider rather than a lending platform. So in that sense, Aave is in a league of its own. It is quite it's surpassed other lending platforms like Compound, for example. Um, However, I want to bring on both sides here and talking about this valuation. $490 per token. Now that's a lot for one token, but the price of the token I'm not concerned about, more so market capitalization. And when you look at it this way, say market capitalization of 6 billion, and CoinGecko actually has a neat little ratio here called market cap divided by total value, and you get a figure of 1.07. Now, when you compare it to other decentralized tokens like Uniswap, it's right on, not right on the money, but it's pretty aligned to other protocols, liquidity protocols. Um, Synthetics is at 1.17. Compound is at 0.46. And MakerDAO is at 0.36. SushiSwap is at 0.55. UMA is at 17. So that's pretty insane. Uh, either the total value locked isn't reflected in the price of the token, or vice versa. Anyway, so we see that there's these numbers, and with that number, Aave doesn't seem arguably overvalued. Simply because when we look at total value locked, I mean it's the second. It has insane liquidity. It has insane liquidity. So like if we just go, yeah, Aave has 5.54 billion locked and is number two. Compound is just shy at number three. Now looking at the price, Aave from uh, August of 2019 has rallied to the price where we are now, 37,000% against Bitcoin. Okay, this is not US dollars, this is Bitcoin. That is an insane move up. And you see where I'm going with this. So Aave against the US dollar is, you're going to see, oh, maybe I should get a better chart. Sorry. Calculate by trade. There we go. Okay. The US dollar at its valuation right now is at 147,000%. That is insane. That is insane. I think that's insane. I am very happy for the people that got in this and bought in August 2019. I don't know if they still have it yet or have it or not. I would side that they sold it at some point during this run, um, because who wouldn't, when you're able to make 10,000 plus percent gain against Bitcoin. Um, it is just phenomenal. Uh, with that said, the price has exploded. Okay. Can it go further? Of course it can, especially if Bitcoin stays chills out and other altcoins start to move. Um, I guarantee Aave will also follow suit. Just like how Uniswap has been moving, Aave will probably move too. With that said, it's overextended. I mean, but take that with a grain of salt too. I say it's overextended, and you probably agree it might be overextended, but it has all the reason to move further upwards. We don't know where the ceiling is, and that's why I preface this by saying that I'm not looking to buy this coin, because I'm going to assume that I've missed most of it. Okay. If you want to ride it up as high as you can, by all means. But I believe, in my view, I've seen the majority of the run thus far. Um, for this cycle at least. Next cycle could be a totally different story, and that's so way into the future that I'm not gonna try to fathom what the next cycle is gonna look like. But considering where Ave is right now, it's it's overpriced. It's overextended. Can it move up? Yes. Will it? Who knows? And because of that risk, I'm not going to buy it. For the people who do hold Aave, I'm curious, if you can let me know in the comments down below where you bought in, and let me live vicariously through you on holding this token, because this is an amazing run. Now the question is, does this valuation reflect properly the valuation of Aave? Is Aave being valued correctly? Well, if you take my arguments of overextension, then no. If you look at other DeFi protocols and how much they moved up, then you could say that, you know what, it's right in line to where it should be. So this is where it gets interesting. So much like how I guess equivalent could be tech stocks, the brand new thing. DeFi DeFi is not a brand new thing. Obviously, it's been around since 2017. Celsius, which is a centralized finance, but within that finance realm of crypto, has been around since 2018. Uniswap is pretty young. Chainlink has been around. So we have uh, decentralized finance has been around, but right now it is the hot new thing that everyone wants to get a piece of, and so everything gets inflated. Um, and because of that, when you're comparing other DeFi tokens with DeFi tokens, so like comparing Aave to Uniswap, now they're both inflated. And when you look at the numbers, you'll say, well, they're both priced, relatively equally to one another. Synthetics the same way, or compound the same way, and you'll say, well, everything's in line with other DeFi coins. Well, what if all the DeFi coins are inflated, right? And this is why this market cap might get skewed. Or just looking at and comparing other DeFi coins, if everything's moving up like Terra 225% every week, then uh, then everything looks relatively the same amongst one another. But we're clearly overextended. So I would say, if you're looking to buy Aave, I'd be extremely cautious. If you're buying, especially up here, you could have bought down here and got very lucky, um, but it's a risky game to play, and I would proceed with extreme caution. You don't know how high this is going to go. This is arguably in price discovery. So, even more so of not knowing where it's going to go, how high it's going to go. It could be another 10%, could be another 300%. We don't know. But having said that, Aave is definitely a token that I think we'll keep an eye on because it has been performing amazingly uh, this past cycle. Ever since August of 2019, it's been in a macro uptrend with with the omission of maybe this move here when Bitcoin was really bubbling. Lastly, um, do I think do I think Aave is a good long term hold? And I mentioned this because obviously DeFi has great benefits. I use the decentralized finance space. I'm sure a lot of you find it very helpful and provides value within this space. Um, However, with all so many players now, so many players, including old players, uh, is Aave going to be one to stick around? That's a very good argument. Very good question. I don't know. It's hard to say. If I had to bet, then I would say Chainlink would be around and Uniswap. Aave, I don't know. It's hard to tell if this is legit going to be a player that stays in the space or not. If we're just basing on valuations, because it's going to be every 3 weeks another DeFi token's going to explode, and then it's going to be in the top five for top 10 DeFi coins, and we're gonna be all about that coin, and the market cap's gonna like show that it has legs to stand on, and it's gonna stand the test of time, and then we're gonna potentially see that valuation disappear. So with that said, it's gonna be it's very hard to make an argument. I think that Aave has the legs to stand on to stand a duration of a full bull market and a full bear market. Um, we've seen it do it before, right? But not at a valuation this high in a market cap this high. Is it going to hold that market cap? Is the question. There are so many lending platforms out there. We have Aave, Compound, um, Alpha Homora, uh, uh, all these different kinds, and not just DeFi. We're talking about centralized finance too. You have Celsius, Nexo, BlockFi, all these other lending protocols, all doing somewhat similar things, all chasing the same nickel. I can't imagine all of them, being in the top 10 or top 20. It's going to be very difficult. Again, you're all chasing this. They're all chasing the same nickel. With that said, Ave, enjoying the ride, extremely cautious, and I think I'll leave it at that. If you bought Ave, congratulations. Honestly, you made a wonderful play if you held most of it. Anyway, that's all for today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.